And we have a leader here on this planet that calls himself Son of Star Wars. Okay? Now you've got to understand that mindset and that statement was made because you still have a draconian being inside a human embodiment that still lives under that glory days of we have the right to step on anyone that gets in the way of our agendas. And that being has to change his attitude. Okay, it's important that that gets done. That being needs to grow within itself and say, okay, the use of my force is no longer applicable. It's just creating misery. And I've got to stop playing my games of power. It's important that this is understood. Okay, go back to Rapatal, and so he started turning back towards God because he started saying to the serpent queens, I'm not going to do it. And they went crazy, and then they turned around to their lineage back to Alpha Draconis, which was the headquarters at the time, running the serpent queens of Orion, like their big daddy, so to speak. And he said, no, I'm not going to do it, even to those guys. And they said, well, what's going on here? And he started changing, and he started reconnecting with God and turning towards the light. And that's why they call him the winged dragon of Ra, because Ra is the sun disk, is the Christ consciousness, and he is a dragon who is of the Christ. That's what that name refers to, the winged dragon of the Christ, of Ra. Ra is just another name for Christ. Okay? Another name for that ball, the golden light. He then began coming here and changing the way things were done here on the planet. And once that started occurring, the energy shifted in Orion and Pleiades and Sirius. It shifted dramatically. And what happened was then we were given the go-ahead by the spiritual hierarchy to create a third physical embodiment for this grand plan of creation. And that was the one that was going to combine the energies of the serpent tribes and the bird tribes to bring it together into a universal embodiment. And we did that and created what's called the feathered serpents. And there was a few of them that were created, and the expression of the beings pleased the spiritual hierarchy. The way they went about expressing themselves was far more balanced. Not too much greed, not too much power, not perfect, right? It worked really well. So as soon as the expression of these beings was known, it worked really well, and straight away we were told to come here to this planet in this solar system, because the energies were right here, to start creating a universal embodiment. And that is the grand plan of creation. First of all that side, then that one came in, then bringing them together. We are on planet Earth, and we're about to, I'm going to go here, in the third, and we're going up to what's called the fifth, where we'll be in very much a lot of the golden light, not totally, but a great deal of it. Then once we jump here into that, a holograph within the fifth, we're not just going to be a part of the fifth, okay? We're not going to be totally with the fifth, we're going to be in a holographic bubble within the fifth dimension, okay? Because don't forget there's a whole lot of different harmonic series within that, okay? But the project we're doing here needs those frequencies. It's the right frequencies, the right dimension for this project. Once we go into there and we start living, the energy is going to reverberate right throughout the whole of creation, like that. By us going up there into this golden age very soon, right, the energy will reverberate out throughout the whole of creation and start shifting things. Because this is new, this is brand new what we're doing here. What you're a part of here is very, very important in all of creation. This is no small deal that we're here. You're revered out there, and all these other frequencies and all those other star systems out there, you are absolutely revered. It's a very difficult thing to come here into this reality and do what we're doing. Very much honoured and very much revered. Okay? So you're very important beings, and this is the process at hand. It will totally change, it will have repercussions throughout the whole universe and all levels of existence. All the experiences, every emotion you feel and all the experiences you feel goes back to your home system, and that information gets transferred to all the people. Okay, they have access to that, your experience here. You're not just here alone and that's it. You're connected still to your home state, your home star nation, and your home species. Okay, the way we live here is through our environment which we live in, we are disconnected from that. Someone is imposing you into a cocoon of reality. Okay, you're held prisoner here. That's what we're trying to tell you. It's when you get your awareness and you awaken, you start to see through the veil of this illusion that you're living here in this reality. Now, Ra-Pa-Atal comes to this planet, and because he changed his ways, he was given a bit of he was rewarded in a sense. And everything goes in cycles, so he was allowed to come here and build a monument which marked the cycle that marks the beginning of the cycle to end all cycles. So we have a symbol that is known in every culture as the circle and the cross. That is well known in every culture. Okay, and this also can be used to say, well, here's a precessional cycle. The true precessional cycle, and everyone says it's about 26,000 years, is not 26,000, it's actually 24,832 years. But, and I'm saying a but, there's an acceleration factor involved with that. And that acceleration is plus 6.18%, which just happens to be the golden ratio.